G'day guys, how's it going? I'm Aaron Whitnell, this is ACWSport, and here are my predictions for week 23 of the 2017-2018 Premier League season, starting with the game at Selhurst Park between Crystal Palace and Burnley. I think this is going to be a 2-1 win for Burnley, just simply because even though Hodgson has done such a good job at Selhurst Park since he took over, getting them out of the relegation zone, Burnley, as we all know, are, aside from City, probably the team of the season. Sean Dyche has been unbelievable as well. And I just think Burnley will have too much power for Palace, even though it is at Palace. I think Zaha will score for Palace, but in the end, I think Wood and Barnes will score for Burnley to give them all 3 points. Then to Huddersfield, they host West Ham. And as we know, Huddersfield have made their home stadium a real fortress this season. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Huddersfield, just simply because it is at Huddersfield. I'm going to back Mounier and De Potre to score for Huddersfield, and I'm going to back Andy Carroll to score for West Ham in that game. Then up to Newcastle, they host Swansea. As we know, Carlos Carvajal has come in, he got a good win at Watford, but I just think Newcastle will have too much strength for Swansea, and I think Newcastle as well, they're kind of on the rise again. So I'm going to go for a 3-0 win to Newcastle in this game. I'm going to back Shelvey, Perez and Gale to get on the score sheet for Newcastle there. Then to West Brom, they host Brighton, who as we know are having a fantastic season. West Brom are really struggling this season, but they did pick up a win at Exeter, which was their first win in all competitions since August. However, I just don't think they're going to beat Brighton. I'm actually going to go for a 1-0 win for Brighton in this game, and I'm going to back Hamed to get on the score sheet for them there. Then to Watford, they host Southampton at Vicarage Road. Both teams have been struggling in recent weeks. Southampton a bit more so than Watford. Even though Watford have been losing a fair bit, they do still sit quite comfortably mid-table in the Premier League. I just think Watford will have just about too much strength for Southampton. I think Ward-Prowse will score for Southampton, but I'm going to go with Decore and Andre Gray to score for Watford and give them all 3 points, and a much-needed 3 points for Andre Silva. Then to Stamford Bridge, and an interesting tie between Chelsea and Leicester at the Bridge. Leicester, as we know, have been kind of reborn under Claude Puel. Chelsea, they've been having, ticking on as defending champions, doing very well, closed the gap on second spot to Man United. I think Chelsea will just edge this. I'm going to go 3-2. I think Mahrez will actually score twice for Leicester in this game, but I honestly think that Morata will get back on the score sheet because I think he'll need to following his display against Arsenal. I think Hazard will also score, and I'm also going to predict Pedro to get on the score sheet for Chelsea as well. Then to Wembley, Tottenham hosting Everton, a game that again is a very, very interesting tie. I think this could be a tight and tense game. I'm going to go 2-1 Spurs though. I think Spurs will just have enough to get past Everton because it is at Wembley and Spurs have kind of got used to playing there now. I think Harry Kane and Dele Alli will score for Spurs, and I'm going to go with Wayne Rooney to score for Everton in that game. Then to Bournemouth, they host Arsenal, who are going to want to bounce back following their defeat to Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup, and I think they will get that as well. I think Josh King will score for Bournemouth or Callum Wilson, but I think Ozil and Sanchez will score for Arsenal to give them all 3 points and ease a bit of pressure on Arsene Wenger there, keep them in touching distance with the top 4. Then to the biggest game of the weekend, Liverpool versus Manchester City. As we know, these two teams have been phenomenal when it comes to attacking this season. Liverpool, especially at Anfield, and they look to have solidified their defence with Virgil van Dijk coming in. So I'm actually going to go for a 2-2 draw in this game. I just don't think either team will win. I think they'll both cancel each other out. I'm going to back Aguero and De Bruyne to score for Manchester City, and I'm going to back Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane to score for Liverpool in that game. And then finally to Old Trafford, which sees Stoke, managerless Stoke now after they sacked Mark Hughes following their FA Cup defeat, travel to Old Trafford. Man United, they picked up they've started the year with 2-2-0 wins, and I think United will carry on with their winning run. I'm going to go for a 3-0 scoreline. I think Romelu Lukaku will get on the score sheet, Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial, or Jesse Lingard. So that's how I see week 23 of the Premier League going. Please comment below, let me know, what do you think about my predictions? What are your predictions for the coming weekend? Always interested to find out. And of course, I will see you on Tuesday with my Premier League week 23 review. As always, I'm Aaron Whitnell. This has been ACW Sport. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys again soon.